We did it.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Nope. How y'all doing? Okay. I'm bring y'all Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, season 13, episode 16. It was a good episode, y'all. I can't complain about it at all. And yes, I'm doing my Juneteenth. This is my Black History Month stuff for me. And then I'm gonna wear it on Juneteenth too. I support. I support my stuff. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this little episode out. Okay, so we open, and it opens with the barbecue of it all. And you know who that barbecue was thrown by. It said that she was this Mama D, y'all. It's, it said that Mama D was being messy, and y'all know our auntie, Mama D, was being messy down in Puerto Rico. She was indeed. I know y'all remember from the part A. I think this is part B. You know, I hate when they break these seasons up. Just, just do this number, and then this number, and then that number. Don't do the part A and B, because you know people start to get confused and stuff like that. And then it was gone for a minute too with all the cancellations and stuff. Cancel Love and Hip Hop Miami. Cancel Love and Hip Hop. And Chaotic been talking about that. Hey Chaotic, how you doing? Okay, back to the program. So Mama D was in Puerto Rico being messy, and we all know that. And then Jock was the first person to show up to this barbecue. And then I can't see his eyes, and he about got effed up. Got his eye dotted by his wife Kendra, cause they still married, child. Him and Kendra are still married, and then she can say over and over and over and over, leave me, leave me, leave me, leave me, leave me. I'm like, Kendra, I know you're not gonna leave him, and you married him with all his drama and all his stuff going on. So stop saying that, girl. You ain't gonna leave him, and you telling him to leave you, and you know he ain't gonna leave you, and then you know you not gonna leave him neither. It's just common sense. I love Kendra, but just be going on and 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 on. Oh goodness. And then, but the thing is, I love me some Jock, and though he still listens, I still listen to his music. Any, many, mighty, mo. How many in the club won't go? I know you see it. I know you see it. I'm like, bam, bam. I know you what's up. She to another. There y'all go. I'm a, I'm a Young Jock fan. Yeah, at 36 years old, of course I grew up off his music. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. But virtually next. And then the person that's next to show up is my girl, Sama, and her husband, 24. Mm-hmm. And I feel that she was still messing with Cooley, which is Sierra's friend, cousin, whoever. Sierra. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then she is leaving. I mean, she leaving stuff out. True enough, Sama is leaving stuff out of that darn whole piece of storyline and relationship or whatever it was. She leaving stuff out to make it make sense. And I'm like, baby, don't leave nothing out because it ain't gonna make sense unless you put every piece that you're leaving out back in there. Okay. But Jock is still with Kendra. We already established that. And then I love Jock and Kendra together. But Kendra is not going nowhere. We already established that too, cause she ain't, and he ain't going nowhere neither. She black. She dotted his eye. I ain't playing. I know she did, cause that's her husband. Okay, and she always getting disrespected though by Jock, and she want him to leave her. We already established that too. But that's just her storyline. That's just what she be saying. Kendra, girl, stop. Okay, stop it. Gracefully next. Okay. So Rennie. And I love her. And she is telling the truth. And that's what I like about Rennie. Rennie Rucci. She my girl and she telling the truth. I just want people to tell the truth. And put some more truth in love and hip hop Atlanta. Okay. And then, but I do need Rennie to leave her situation that she got because he ultimately very disrespectful. Okay. And I mean, he ain't doing her right. And she's a beautiful, beautiful woman. And I think she is a great rapper. And she got a child with him. I understand. But you know, you got to let people just make their choices and decisions on their own. Because it can be hard now. It can be hard. But we going to keep her in our little prayers and hopes on this love and hip hop journey. Okay? Gracefully next. Okay, and we get into Scrappy and Brittany. They still keeping their relationship intact. And it ain't because of Scrappy, it's because of Brittany. I love me some Brittany. That's my girl. And Scrappy has met Brittany's parents. Okay, okay. And the question is, does Scrappy deserve Brittany? No, he don't. He don't deserve half of the women. He ain't deserve Bambi neither, because she was a real. And she was going to F him up if need to be. And she was she was going to defend herself. She was going to defend herself. So, that's why, I mean, he married her. And they have 3 kids. It may be 3 or 4. I think it's 3. Just 3. Mm-hmm. And so he don't deserve Brittany. He didn't deserve Bambi. Okay. And Shakira. Okay, so Shakira is the baby mama that Scrappy had for some dating show when he was on a dating show and all this stuff. And then that's how that child came about. And that's how that child's mother came about. All right. And she's the last baby's mother. And then Bambi is invited to the barbecue, y'all. Okay? And mind you, that Bambi and Brittany have not been properly introduced at all. And my whole thing is he should have made it to where he was going to introduce Bambi, because the girlfriend, not saying Brittany a bad person, she not. But that's just more ethics with relationships. If you're going to be with someone and you're not with the child's mother, that's fine. It didn't work out. But you have to always be on one page with the child's mother. If that's who your children are going to be around. You and the child's mother. So, I mean, he should have been did that. But you know, Scrappy, he a little... Okay. And both Bambi and Brittany, they finally sit down to talk. Grown woman to grown woman. It took a minute, but they did. And then, you know, Scrappy being childish and Jock being childish and all this stuff. I said, y'all stop. Okay, gracefully next. And it wasn't no drama, no nothing. I said, see, when grown women talk, then it's not going to be no drama. Gracefully next. Now we get to we get to Sierra, Saucy, and Queen Key, and Carly, and Erica Brooks, too. Brooks Banks. My bad. Banks. I love Miss Erica Banks, too. And they all are talking about music. And Sierra says that she is going to be independent. with her music. Do what now? Let me rewind that for y'all. Ciara said that she is going to be independent with her music. Now that's some damn bullshit, Ciara. Because I don't think nobody trying to hear you, girl. But hey, pass on gracefully. Go ahead. Think what you want to think. All right. Then everybody started looking at her like, girl, what the fuck? What you talking about? Sorry, Ciara. You're not a real artist. She playing for love and hip hop. She's definitely playing it up for love and hip hop. Okay. Whew. And then I remember when Kay say that they don't do nothing but play. Okay, and K Michelle, and I just did her nickname, Kimberly K Michelle K. She said that they don't do nothing but play with the music on the show, and she wasn't lying. Gracefully next. And we get to Mendices, and Mendices is taking his son fishing for the first time. Then Jack and Armani, which is his son, arrive. And then Armani and Jack's son go to the side to talk. And then Mendices tells and admits that Yandy had an emotional affair on him. And he said pretty much that he cannot deal with it. And then Jock says that he can accept the emotional affair. I'm sure you can, Jock. Knowing your rap sheet, I'm sure you can. Gracefully next. It wasn't much. Okay. Then we get to Erica Banks, and Erica Banks goes to see her lawyer about her charges, and she says that she got into something stupid. And I'm like, no, Erica. Erica, your girlfriend had that pow and them narcotics on her. I mean, you just have to think about that. And if you're trying to do your career, you have to think about who you have around when you're in that spaces and stuff like that. If you're still dating her, it ain't nothing that nobody can do about it. It ain't nothing that I can do about it. But if you're still dating her, then you have to just let her know that this is, affecting you, affecting your career and stuff like that. Okay? Gracefully next. And we get back to Sama. And Sama, she finally confronts Ciara and says that she was not hanging with Cooley. Yes, she was, Sama. And Ciara shows proof. And Sama just admits that it was so long ago. Lie number one. And then, if so, how long ago? Because Ciara has proof. Now, again, Sama bringing up something old with Cooley. Okay? She ain't bringing up the 2026, 2025 version of her and Cooley's relationship. Girl, just admit that you stepped out and you had to get that meow meow scratched. Just admit that 21, 24 wasn't doing it. Okay? And then Ciara called her friend Grip. Her friend is lost in the sauce. Didn't know what she was talking about. Now, this is what Ciara did. And I'm like, now, Ciara, try again now. Then Chuck comes up. And I'm like, who? Chuck. And then you bring in Ciara. Who you bringing? He definitely, who banging Ciara? Is it Chuck or is it Grip? And then Ciara, you done got caught up, like for real. And Ciara is so adamant that she is smashing Cooley. She just so adamant that that's what's going on. Okay. So Zell is coming over to talk to Carly. Next batch of people. Zell is coming over to talk to Carly. And then she is not paying him any attention at all. While Saucy said that it's not a relationship. Well, it's not a real artist on this Cass album, right? You remember that Cass album that Spice had last season? The last part of the show. And he said that it's not a real artist on the album. Then Spice cuts in to say that, so you say that I am lowbrow? If she don't be understanding nothing and she just be ready to go clean off all the time. I'm like, that's why I can't F with Spice. That's why I can't F with Spice. That's why I don't like her. That's why I can't stand her. Okay? Be getting the wrong understanding of everything. And then Spice she says that she is trying to give everyone a chance. Okay, now I admit and that I can say that I agree with that, but she don't handle it right. Everybody know that Grace. Spice is always rah, 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 rah. It's always attitude. I'm like, Spice, go the hell on, girl. All right. And people, everybody on that Spice album or that Love and Hip Hop Cast album or whatever, they wasn't in the correct space, and then everybody didn't have, what I'm trying to say is everybody didn't have the maturity. Everybody didn't have the little scrappy, fans, and then everybody didn't have the Young Jock fans. I'm not gonna even throw Rashida in there because I never really liked Rashida. Because I didn't know, I don't even know if she had albums and stuff like that. I don't know. Only thing I remember is the type of that made me chew all on my bubble gum. And then the love songs that she had while she was on Love and Hip Hop. And then the song that she had with Candy. Because that's her friend. So, I can understand. But, okay, yeah, I guess Rashida too. And Scrappy. So, Scrappy, Rashida. Let's see who else I just said. Jock. And Saucy. 4 mainstream people. Okay? So, Gracefully next. And this is the last little piece. And Yandy and Mendeecees, they talk. And Yandy says that she is very tired. And I could see it in Yandy's eyes. She was very, very tired and very, very drained. And then they both are tired as hell. And then Yandy and Mendeecees are looking like it's over. And we already know it's over. I could tell that it was over. If y'all know what that came from. Nights like this, I wish that raindrops would fall. Let it rain. Let it... My bad, y'all. My bad. But I feel extremely bad for Yandy, though. I was just looking at Yandy's eyes and all that. And now she is the one that I really feel bad for. Because, I know she held Mendeecees down the whole time that he was in lockdown and stuff like that when he got out. Did he start acting the ass when he got out? And I bet you, I ain't finna hold nobody down when they locked up. But to each his own. Okay? And then, Gracefully next, and the end. And again, that was Love and Hip Hop. Season 13, episode 16. I'm sorry it took so long, y'all. Sorry. So this is a re-record because I recorded this video. And when I recorded this video, it would not upload. And then I did all my shorts and stuff through, my everyday shorts, like my morning routine and then my coffee and stuff, but it just never would upload. And my cleaning stuff, it just never would upload. But I'm finna upload this now. And y'all have a blessed rest of your day. And thank you to all of my subscribers on my Jazzy Fam channel. And it is now 160 people. And I want y'all to like, comment, and subscribe to become a member of Jazzy Fam. Thank y'all. Have a blessed Saturday.